So when should you order more medication for your grandparent? When they have only 7 days of pills left or whatever medication it is. You want to have those 7 days because anything can happen with the pharmacy. You're giving that pharmacy a week to get you the medication. And that's the soonest that they will let you order before they say you're refilling that too soon. You should still have more left. 7 days is the soonest they're going to let you refill. So you need a refill on that day. Things that come up, you're out of refills. Then you have to go to the doctor or whoever, find them, get them to send in more refills. I think a lot of people assume like they're out of refills. The pharmacy's going to send a notice to the doctor and the doctor's just going to refill it. No, that's like
that's in a dream world.
Yeah, that's in a dream world. That doctor is not looking at those refills coming from the pharmacy. You most likely are going to have to reach out to them and ask them, or reach out to the RN that comes out and get those refills for them. So that leaves time for that. That leaves time for medications on back order. Now you need to find another pharmacy. All of those things, it leaves that 7 days leaves you a little buffer time for that. Ordering medication. So there's different ways you can order it. You can order it using your EMAR, which is the easiest way. Whenever you connect your pharmacy to your EMAR, it's literally just a little button on here. So if you guys see where it says the Deviloprex, that one, there's a little blue button and it says reorder. So once you pop that 7 days and you're like, okay, this person now has 7 days left, you would just click the reorder button. Super simple. That's why we like to have our pharmacy connected to our EMAR, because it makes it so much simpler. You could also consult the RN, because sometimes, depending on whoever you're with, your doctor, your hospice company, they need to reorder the medications. But hopefully to make this process smoother, you don't have to continue to do all that. But if you did need refill orders or anything, change of orders, you would go through your RN to go ahead and order more medication. If you didn't have your pharmacy connected to your EMAR, then you would actually contact the pharmacy. And this is what we did in the past. So we would usually wait until about noon, go through our morning, have time to go through our entire med cart and check all of our medications. And then daily we would have a list. By noon, we're calling the pharmacy. Okay, this is a list of all the medications we need refilled right now. So that's what we did in the past before we connected our ECP to our pharmacy. And with some medications, we still have to do that because we don't have some of our grandparents, like they use VA. So it makes things a little more complicated.
So I kind of wanted to talk about that. So I think it can kind of get complicated when you have multiple pharmacies in the home. Mm-hmm. And so currently, how many pharmacies do we have at Platinum?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 pharmacies.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lot for only the limited amount of grandparents that we have. So when we
15.
open our new builds, we have talked about having an additional fee tacked on there if they're not going to use our in-house pharmacy. So our in-house pharmacy is Omnicare. If you're not going to use Omnicare, then you're going to have an additional fee on there because it's a lot of legwork for everybody, for even Mandy, for the Platinum Angels there, to coordinate all of that because of an outside, I don't want to say outside pharmacy, but they're not our pharmacy that we use in the house. And so it's just easier when everything is under one umbrella instead of having, 10 different umbrellas that you have to just follow up on. And sometimes these pharmacies are easy to get a hold of, and sometimes they're extremely difficult to get a hold of. And so It's almost like you're charging that extra fee of it's like a processing fee, I guess you could say, because it's such a pain. And to be honest, it's not about the money. I really want to say, hey, it's going to be a fee so that they can hopefully then choose our in-house pharmacy. That's kind of where we're going with that. We don't really want the extra money. We just want it to be more ease of logistics for our Platinum Angels and the managers when they're ordering the medications. So that's something you can maybe put into place with your homes if you want to. But when there's just a lot of different pharmacies within the home, it gets really, really tricky.
It does. And I think we do have 4 pharmacies in the home. One of them is Omnicare, one of them is our backup, and then 2 are just our grandparents on a VA, right? But everyone else chose to go with Omnicare. And I always tell them, this is more freedom for you, because those grandparents that do use a different pharmacy because of VA, it does mean that the family is going to have to put in more work, right? The family may have to contact the pharmacy sometimes, because those pharmacies, they don't want to talk to us. You're not the POA and yada, yada, and whatever the case may be. Then we have to call the family, and then they have to sometimes bring the medication themselves. And so it is a hassle for them. And it's so much easier whenever we just take care of everything with Omnicare. Or Liberty is our other one that we use. So yeah, it's also freedom for them.
Do you think that it's easier or harder to use a local pharmacy wherever you're located?
I think it's easier.
I think it's easier. Okay, so do you like the local pharmacy over the big Omnicare?
Yeah. I like the customer service.
Okay, at smaller ones?
Yeah, at smaller ones, yeah.
Okay, and
but
do they still deliver?
The
and
problem is that, no, it's not going to be the 24-hour delivery. You're not going to get 7 days a week with them because they're a small local pharmacy.
So they're only open usually Monday through Friday? So
and they're
just going to weigh your options.
They're only delivering certain times in the day. Whereas Omnicare, which is a huge pharmacy that's almost everywhere, in Texas, like they are, they're delivering all day long, 24 hours a day. They come and ring our doorbell at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., like they're delivering whatever we need. I mean, they can deliver stat meds, right?
Yeah.
You need it now, they will get someone to get it to you within the hour.
How many deliveries have we gotten in one day from Omnicare? The most, you would say?
Probably 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's usually a different person every time, a different driver that comes and delivers.
Yeah. And at this point now, Omnicare's been doing really good with their drivers. It's kind of like if the overnight one comes, it's the same overnight one. The midday is the same midday one, but it's definitely different people on different times a day. Yeah.
Awesome.